to ETS. I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your message for September 23rd through to the 29th. I look to the side where my calendar is. So with that, let's begin. Let's see. All right, I'm going to break it down 23rd, 24th, 25th, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I see many of you climbing a corporate ladder or climbing the ladder of success, and I see all the rungs of the ladder come undone, and you find yourself, I want to say, not so much at the bottom, but almost like saying to yourself, well, that was an interesting piece of effort. I don't see you very disappointed or feeling like I wasted time or I put so much strength into this challenge. As much as I'm ready to begin again. It's almost like whatever you learned from trying to go where you wanted to go energetically, you will be able to use that as a resource moving forward. It's almost too as though you don't want to have to maybe work for someone else, or you want to freelance, or now I can go off on my own and do what I really want to do anyway. So I do see some freedom with all of this. I also see that through this as well, you will network and make other friends and other connections that will be useful. And some of those will have come from the work that you have already been working towards. Okay. And this doesn't not have to be corporate at all, of course. It's just an analogy, but whatever you are aiming for will come undone, but you will be very grounded with it, and it will be okay, and there will be this sense of freedom instead. I'm also hearing homeowners, home and homeowners. So I feel as though there's a home ownership coming in. I'm also, it's interesting because they're showing me a doctor's medicine bag. I want to say that for this particular home, you're considering that you look at a mold or a mildew issue, because I do see that there could be some sort of health issue there. All right. So make sure that you have that looked at, highlighted. All right. Doesn't mean that it won't be able to, that you won't be able to be okay with it. It's just something they're wanting to highlight. All right. Better to know in advance. I also see many of you looking out. It's funny because I see you looking out into the future, but yet the future is so close. And they said it's like what you want is right there. You can touch it. It's not something that's far away that you can't get a hold of. So I feel very good about that. I feel also they're telling me the word accomplished, that you will feel very accomplished. I'm also getting the letter B as in Bill, and they're wanting me to say it exactly like that. There is somebody from the spirit side of life stepping forward. So they are highlighting the word B as in, because if the name is not Bill, then it's something that begins with a B. This is a father figure that's stepping forward. Could be a father-in-law, but feels like more like a father. Or stepfather. So they're stepping in, and they're coming in on the right side, and they're walking out in front of you, and they're going, come on, follow me, follow me. It's almost like they're helping you walk the straight and narrow, not get off track, not get distracted, not be in your own head, and they're just really helping you. So please pay attention to that, and have an openness and awareness of who this could be for you as well. All right, because they work very hard to step in and let us know that they're there with us. There's also a significant amount of healing that's coming to you, something that you had prayed for. It's like, but you're already experiencing it, and it's really wonderful. And you are being asked to also acknowledge the healing that you have received. I also see that some of you, they're moving into a little bit of the Saturday, the 26th as well. 25th, 26th, right in there. And there's a significant amount of money coming to you, or that you will, or monies that you have set aside. Let's say you have $100,000. Well, there's this chunk of 25,000 that it's like, I'm going to use this for this. It's like something that you have, it's either showing up all of a sudden, maybe an investment that brought in some extra income, or somehow this extra money. So it doesn't have to be 25,000, but what I'm seeing is it's 25% is what they're showing me. So you know, but it's more than $25. All right. Yeah, and that will be a very nice surprise as well. I also see that for a lot of you on the 26th, I see you cooking something up. It's like kind of funny because they're showing me like a witch and they're putting Eye of Newt and whatever those other things are that the witch would put into their brew. But I don't see anything so much witchy about it. I see that you are creating something and you are putting your magic, your own magic into what it is that you are bringing forward. And I am also hearing the word store. So some of you, if you are considering opening a store, an online store, something about a store, I see you putting the right magic into it. Yeah, it feels really good. I feel like there will be a lot of miracles around this. Like miraculous happenings and like things just showing up that you need. It's so nice when we are in alignment. All right, let's look at the 26th and the 27th, Saturday, Sunday, even though they blended Saturday in there. Yeah, Spirit saying yes. They just clicked in my room. They said they are blending it in. All right, for some of you, you're at the end of the road with something. I don't feel like it's like I'm just done with this. I feel more so like if you went on a motorcycle and you just went on a long ride and you're at the end of that journey. And I feel like that was fun and now I can put that away. It could be retirement for some of you, or just a journey, a completion. But it feels very good. Like it was fun, exhilarating, but it's also... you know, it's also good to rest and be at home again. Yeah, we think in this time period right now that everybody's at home, but not necessarily so. Many people have to travel for their work still. So whatever that is. All right, let's look at the 28th, 29th, which is Monday, Tuesday. Okay, I'm hearing fear no one. They're saying don't be afraid. They're saying the answer is yes, because there's something that some of you are asking, should I do it, should I not do it? And they're saying the answer is yes, and don't be afraid. Step out in faith. I also see you being able to really manifest, make something happen. It's like I dream of Jeannie and she's blinking her eyes, like, and then it just shows up. You know, when we are in that awake in the matrix, let's say, or in the Maya, the illusion, when you are awake, everything is happening for you, even what would be considered distracting or not so okay. It is still happening for you. It's to point you in a specific direction, create certain connections, etc. So those of you that are very awake, that are very attuned to your energy, you have manifested this new happening for you, okay? And I see it just like, boom, I want it now. There it is. It's right in front of me. Feels very good. For some of you, this could be a vehicle as well. I'm hearing a truck and I'm seeing it in like a green, different sort of a green too than I've seen before. So for some of you, it will be an automobile. All right, let's look at the whole of the 23rd through to the 29th. I hear, okay, I have a sign up in my room. It says BLISS, and they just took me right to that BLISS. So bliss. And you know what they're bringing in about that is they're saying that with this bliss, it's like when I am able to perceive the higher energies and the things that are moving for me, like you're able to see movement and change. And they're saying that when you also notice the little things, it's the little things that add up to be the big thing. And that's where this bliss medicine is what they're saying is at. Very interesting. Let's see, what else? All right, they're saying don't come undone. I feel like somebody might come into your vibration that maybe would be, maybe they're just somebody that likes to poke the bear, that likes to bring up things that are distracting or that can get you off center, and they're saying don't let anybody disturb your peace. All right. You know, sometimes we know who those people are, and sometimes we just, all of us included here, get in a mood where we just are, you know, when you're not in tune with your energy and you become agitated, we will try to push buttons consciously or unconsciously. And sometimes it's just frustration. And a good cure for that is moving your physical body will bring the balance to, so that you'd be less inclined to exhibit that behavior, let's say. All right. I'm also, this is really funny. I'm hearing something about cupcake or cupcakes. I don't know if anybody had a pet named Cupcake, but I kind of feel like that's what's happening here. There's like a little pet named Cupcake, and they just want to come in and say, okay, they're saying that their death was a challenge. So they just want to bring in some extra love. All right, let you know that they transitioned and that, you know, they're not, you know, when they come in to say some of the circumstances around a passing, no matter who it is, it doesn't so much mean that it was a challenge. They're trying to let you know, identify them. They're identifying who they are to you by sharing that their passing was a challenge. In other words, they might have been labored, they might have, in terms of breathing and not able to sustain themselves as they would have liked to. All right. I see many of you that will be training others, including others, bringing people into the fold. Just really, you won't do something for someone, but you will stand there with them and assist them in learning new talents, new techniques, new ways of doing things. All that feels very good. I am hearing something about the fires. I am in California, and we've got California, Oregon, and some other areas that have been having some things. So they're talking about the fires here a little bit. So let me see what's going on with that. And that doesn't mean it's just what they're talking about is just for this area, but as a side note there. Let's see what they have to say. I'm getting such an odd kind of, I'm hearing the word forms. Almost like there were structures or there were forms created. That's really different, but I have to give it just how I get it. Because what I am seeing, they're showing me the forested areas and they're showing the dried wood. But I am seeing and sensing that almost as though if somebody had taken the time to create a space for that to, I want to say, well, they're using the word explode, but I don't see like explosions. But it's almost as if the way that somebody would build a fire, but there was some form created, like a nested type form. And yeah, somehow something was, yeah, I have to use the word detonated. All right. So that's how I have to put this out. There have been some things that were forms that were created in these dried areas that were dried already, though. That doesn't make it okay regardless. So, but I do see small fires, less of the larger fires. Oregon is coming, they're lighting Oregon up, and Washington a little. But for some reason, this has to do with some sense of imprisonment. Somebody being imprisoned and wanting to be free, or a set of people that have felt imprisoned that are wanting their freedom. So this has to do with freedom. Freedom. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. They wanted me to bring in the anarchists because that is a word that has been used. And they, okay, they are saying that that is a part of this. Okay, great. So they're giving that confirmation. Yeah, it's some sort of like a freedom from society, as though they want to not have to be they don't want society telling them what they do or do not have to do. They want their freedom. They want to you know, in some ways people would say they go rogue, but yeah, they're anti-society peoples. All right, I'll leave that at that. All right, so I'm going to pull a card here. All right, I have my cards already shuffled. I don't know which one, so let's just right here. This one. My inner calling. I now see that all situations in life that cause resentment are ideal opportunities to work on my inner self. These ordeals are necessary for my growth as I become aware of my dualities. Thus, I de-dramatize situations and have access to the positive cause of my experiences. Okay, I spoke of that earlier. All right, so there's that. Also, the free ETS is on renewal this month. It will be up on the 23rd, 24th, 25th. For free, and the link will be in the credits, and thereafter I will have it in my ETS Now store, which is on my website. So with that, thank you all so very much. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Namaste.